So let's wrap up this piecewise discussion by taking data and actually finding what function fits the data that is given. All right, let me try to straighten out that picture. All right, so what we know, again, let's just call it f of x. I can see that there's two pieces to it, so I'm going to have two rules. One rule is turned on when we're basically, when our x value is greater than or equal to -7 and less than or equal to +1. So there's one set of domain, right, that we have. The next set of the domain starts at 1. We're not allowed to be equal to it, right, and goes all the way to 6. And we're allowed to be equal to that. So there's my two stretches of the domain. What we now need to do is figure out what are the two rules. And let's just go back to some previous knowledge. On this, I clearly see a line. So there's some y equals mx plus b. There's my b, right? For this line, we're going through 0, -6. And my slope, right, we're basically going over 1 and down 1. Over 1 and down 1. So my slope would be -1/1, which is -1. My b is -6. So what's the rule? We have -x minus 6 as our rule, right? Our slope is -1 and our y-intercept's -6. So there is the curve fit, if you would, for that first segment of our domain. Up here, again, we're a line on that segment of the domain. So again, we're looking for some form y equals mx plus b. Slope, right, where we're going over 1 and up 1. 1 and up 1. So our slope is 1/1, which is 1. And then our y-intercept, well, I'm just going to use the fact that if we were able to keep going on, right, this line would eventually pass through +3. So 0, 3 would be its y-intercept if I was allowed to continue. So that means that b is equal to 3. So what rule is turned on for that segment? Y would equal x plus 3. So here's the line that's on that piece of the domain, and here's the line rule that's on that piece of the domain, and we've got our basic function covered. So hopefully you guys remember, I think right now the biggest things that we've curve fit at this stage are lines. Circles, you're not going to find circles here because they're not functional, all right? And we could do some variations, but that is why we now need to have a conversation, right, about our basic functions, right? And we've actually, again, talked about them a little bit. We know what lines look like, and we know what parabolas look like. So I kind of used that already, but we're going to go take a deeper look at it so we can even have a broader base on how to work with these crazy, crazy piecewise functions and do some other incredible things later. So that wraps up the piecewise function discussion, right? If you have questions, please ask. Email me, text me, come see me during an office hour if you need some more explanation, or especially if I didn't clear this one up. You know, I'm hoping you guys are okay, even though I was point plotting and doing some pretty miserable things there. Please contact me. That's what I'm here for, okay? Otherwise, you guys keep pressing ahead, and I'll see you guys in the next video.